to clarify to those of you out there, Dr. Trey is a chiropractor in the North Houston area. And we are going to be discussing uh, the awesome results that she got while working with myself, YC Lawson, and Lawson Media Services. We have some awesome results that we'd like to talk about today. Um, how have your results been so far with Lawson Media Services?
The services have been amazing so far. I'm very pleased with everything. Everything is running really smooth, very prompt, and you are very easy to get a hold to. So if I have any questions, you're very thorough. So it's been amazing so far.
Awesome. Okay, and how many leads? How many leads have you received in just the past 2 days?
Actually, I got another lead yesterday. So that brings me to four. So all four have scheduled, and one actually came in already. So she's coming in for her follow-up on tomorrow, actually. So
Okay, and how do you normally get leads?
normally to get my leads, it's usually referral. I have a referral-based practice, so my patients, word of mouth, or or I'll do speaking engagements. I'll do events such as free health screenings, and depending on the venue, that determines the amount of new patients or new appointments that I'll make. So if it's a really, really big venue, I can schedule easily about 40 or 50 people, but you're looking at something huge like the convention center or something like the Reliance Center that's bringing in about 27,000 people that weekend. So it just really depends. But then I can do a small event, maybe at a church or something, and it may bring me maybe one or two new appointments, but I'm out there maybe about 3 or 4 hours. So it just depends.
Oh, wow. And how much time does it normally take you to acquire that many leads at an event such as that?
A lot of time. So it's normally a weekend event. So it's Saturday and Sunday, and you're probably going to be there about 8 hours on Saturday and maybe another 6 to 8 hours on that Sunday as well. So you're putting in a lot of time.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot of time. Um, so, with the services that we were able to render unto you, um, did you receive any of those leads while, say, you were at home or doing things other than work?
When I was at home, actually, I got two of the leads I got when I was at home from you.
That's great. And how does it feel to actually get quality leads um, coming in while you are at home and with your family?
It feels amazing because I'm not standing outside in the hot sun for hours, having to talk or just having to close my clinic because when I do these events, usually on Saturdays, I have to actually close my clinic. So I'm losing business here just to work an event, just to get new people in. So it feels amazing to be sitting on my couch, relaxing, to get an email through saying that I have another lead and I'm just sitting there. I'm not doing anything extra. So it's amazing.
So, are you comfortable with sitting back and relaxing and allowing Lawson Media Services to bring in the leads for you?
Absolutely, definitely. At the rate that we're going, I can see it because if we're getting two a day, that's going to bring us to what 60 a month if we keep up at the rate that we're going. So yes,
So, are you pleased with the proof of concept services so far? And are you ready to move forward and um, additional services from Lawson Media Services?
yes. Well, I'm excited. I'm pleased so far. We've only done 2 days, and I'm already pleased. So I'm ready. I'm looking forward to this next 7 days. Um, I've already gotten a couple of personal emails from friends saying how proud they are, how they're going to forward my information and refer more people in. And they're looking at the discount, the large discount. So that's highly encouraging as well. And so I'm ready.
So, what are your traditional processes for bringing in new clients? For instance, what do you do to ensure that once you meet a client, they actually show up to your initial appointment?
So what I do is when I initially call them to get them scheduled, I basically give them a brief background of who I am. But first and foremost, I want to find out exactly what was it that made them want to call me to see how I could help them. And so then once they tell me that, if they say, hey, it's been because my back has been bothering me, then I'll let them know, hey, it's something that we deal with on a daily basis. I specialize in spinal correction. We get, my patients here with back issues, they get great results all the time. And I let them know, because I specialize in spinal correction, there's less than 5% of us in the nation that do what I do, and that's being able to bring your spine back to its normal position without drugs and surgery. So that's the key word. When they hear without drugs and surgery, normally they're listening. They're like, wow, okay, yes. And then you said you could help me. Those are the words that they're really listening to hear. I can help you, and without drugs and surgery. But that already sets me apart from, your traditional doctor. And they're ready to make their appointment at that point there. And I also let them know, hey, go on my website. I have some video testimonials on there so you can see live from some other patients here in my office that are live patients now. And you can just listen to the results that they have in fact gotten. And some of them are actually new patients, and they've just started and they've gotten great results already. And so they go on there, and then what I do is I call them the day before their appointment just to confirm their appointment and to answer any questions or concerns that they may in fact have at that time. And then I see them, for their appointment. And then once they come in, I thoroughly go over everything. I take my time with them. Actually, the first lead that made the appointment that same day, she made that appointment that morning. She came that evening. She walked away saying, I trust you. I'm bringing my daughter in with me. Yes. No, absolutely. She said, yeah, she said, I trust, because when she walked in, I guess, she said she had been to a countless number of doctors. And, they're giving her all this medication. And so she came in, I think, kind of hesitant. But by the time we finished, she just, she said it about 4 times. I trust you. I'm bringing my daughter in here too. Can she come? I'm like, absolutely. She can definitely come as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing her for her follow-up visit and moving forward from there.
So, how much does it normally cost you to acquire a new customer when you're going about your traditional marketing avenues?
So like you're saying, like when I'm doing my free health screenings, how much is it costing me for setup and everything like that? It honestly, it varies. It depends on how big the venue is. So if I'm doing something really major, like the convention center, it's about $1,200. If I do something on a smaller scale, like a church, it may be $80. Some of them are free. Some of them maybe $40. So it just depends.
Okay, and how many leads do you normally get from a marketing event?
Between 40 and 60, yes. Well, the process is because I'm such a busy clinic. They have to set their appointment right there on the spot, and I run the promotion for the 40 because I'm doing a big event, and so they have to pay up front. So if I'm scheduling 40 to 60 people, they are paying the $40 right there. Yes, so I would say out of between 40 and let's say 40 people, out of 40 people, at least 15 or 20 of them become my actual patients.
Yeah, you're right. It does depend, and really, those are really awesome results that you just said. And that just goes to show you that sometimes as practitioners, you guys, even when you're doing maybe some of your traditional marketing, some of those tactics are really really great tactics, and I would not be. The type of person that would come and say, "Oh, stop everything that you're doing and only work with Lawson Media Services, or only work with someone who will do the online marketing for you." I don't think that that would be the right thing to do. I do think that if you have something that really is working, and especially if it's such an event as that one, a large event, that's not just trying to bring in new leads. It's also just getting your name, that name recognition out there. And if you have an event that comes to town, it's you know once, maybe even twice a year, it may be something that, even if you're getting great, I mean, unless you're at full capacity, but even if you're getting really great results with the online marketing. Like I said, unless you're at full capacity, that's very likely to happen with online marketing. But if you're not at full capacity and you want to not just go out there and get leads, but also get your name out there, mingle, get out of the office, mingle with additional people, and you have the time and the opportunity to do so without jeopardizing the your current clients, your current patients, by all means, go out there and do it. Although some of your marketing strategies that you've used in the past have been really successful, um, if you were starting over, starting your practice over, to build your clientele, which tactic would you choose? Would it be your traditional marketing avenues, or would you choose to maybe do online marketing to bring in your clients?
I will focus more on online marketing because what will happen is it'll give me more time to focus, to transition my focus on something else. Being a business owner, it's always something for me to do. I'm always busy. That way I won't have to close my clinic just to work these events. I would be able to put my focus into something else that needs me there as well. So I wouldn't necessarily have to work the events because I'm getting leads in from other places without having to put the footwork in.
So, in essence, a marketing strategy can produce results. Um, but, most offline tactics come at the price of your time. And this is what Lawson Media Services is about. We are about doing our best to help you. Um, take back some of your time. Yes, you're a practitioner. Yes, you've went to school, and you've learned everything that there is to learn to perfect your craft, and you're really good at that. um, but a lot of people get burnt out over the years because that's all that they are doing. They're working and putting in time to get the patients, putting in time to keep the patients, and putting in time to keep their staff happy and to keep their office running and to CEO their business. Um, but there are some things that can be taken out, so that you get your time back, um, and help you to run your practice more efficiently. For instance, with Lawson Media Services, we have services that will automatically text your leads the moment that they sign up, so that they'll have an initial point of contact with you. We have services that will, send out greeting cards to prospects, send out greeting cards to people that are already your clients. Let's say maybe twice a year, like on their birthday, or um, on around the holidays. Um, but that's a process that would either take someone in your office to do it or yourself to do it. And that's what we are here for. We're here to take away the time away from those daily um, tedious tasks and automate them for you.
It would be amazing. Yeah, time is of essence. So it would be great to be able to do, because an hour is a long time once you look at it, and that's something you can never get back. So it'll be amazing if I can get that, at least that 1 hour.
Guys, you've heard from Dr. Trey. In 2 days of just doing the proof of concept that we offer to all of our clients, um, um, in 2 days of just doing the proof of concept, um, she was able um, to get 4 clients. Well, 4 clients is what we talked about, but actually She had five that actually booked with her. Five that actually booked with her. I believe it was six leads that came in. So five that actually booked with her. And it's just been really, really amazing to know that as a chiropractor, she was able to be at home at many of those instances when she received a text message saying that she had a lead. And it's just really an awesome feeling for anyone to know that they can be in a comfort of their own home, or out running an errand, or taking care of a patient that you already have, and still bring in a constant stream of prospects and leads that can become actual patients with you guys. I give this analogy to a lot of my clients. In one scripture, it says that Jesus, he went and he stood by the sea and he was watching these men out there really with no fish. But at that point in time, they probably should have had, some fish and some evidence of their time that they spent. So all that time that they spent out there in the water, toiling in the water, to no avail. But Jesus told them to cast their net to the right side. And they were able to pull in a multitude of fish. And when they brought those fish back on shore, they were able to take what they wanted to keep. And the few that were not good, they were able to throw those back. And that's basically what we do here with Lawson Media Services. We help you and guide you in how to strategically plan your online marketing so that you are laser focused and laser targeting those that are more than likely to be a really good patient or lead or prospect for you. So that once we do get those prospects that actually opt in into your email list, and you get that email that comes saying, hey, you have a new lead, now we can immediately, within 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, go over that information, contact those leads that come in. And now we're able to say, okay, out of the, let's say, 20 leads that came in for this week, I'm able to actually have about, maybe five that are actually patients. So guys, look, we help you cast your net. I probably should not have named my company Lawson Media Services. I should have named it Cast Your Net Marketing because that's basically what we're helping you to do. You don't just cast your net in any way, without any rhyme or rhythm to it. You cast your net in a strategic way so that you can bring in additional clients. Awesome. All right, guys, you've heard Dr. Trey. So at this point, the best thing to do is to book a strategy session with me, YC Lawson, down here below. It should be below this video. Okay, and let's talk. Let's talk about your practice. Let's talk about what your goals are, and let's come up with a really great strategy to get you moving in the right direction of more leads, more patients, and more income. Thank you.